Hey guys, it's Steve with Lakesideforge. Today we're going to be doing a beginning video on MIG welding. So here's some of the things you'll need: MIG welder, welding helmet, leather gloves, the apron. Make sure your area is well ventilated with a fan and a fume escape for all the welding smoke to blow out and get outside. Keep your area nice and clean, otherwise you can get some nasty headaches and stuff like that. Vice grips and some wire cutters to cut your welding wire. Cement or metal surface, and both of these surfaces have to be dry. Make sure to read your owner's manual for your welder and make sure you know how to operate it. Also, in the back of it, it gives you some helpful tips on what settings to use for welding different types of material. Also, make sure that your welder is set up to use the kind of wire you have in there, either steel wire with gas or flux core wire. As you can see here, it says gasless flux core DC negative, MIG is DC positive. So make sure you know what you're doing, and also what gas mixture you have. That can make a big difference on what you can weld and how you weld it. Make sure you have the correct size MIG tips for the welder you're using, for the welding wire you're using and your welder. Otherwise, that won't go out, the wire won't feed correctly. And I'm using flux cord wire today since I don't have enough money to afford a gas tank. There's a lot of benefits to flux core. You can weld a lot thicker stuff with a 110 welder. So here's our MIG gun, and just cut your wire about ½ an inch off the tip of the MIG gun. And you want your welds to look like that, kind of like those little loops you had to do to practice cursive. That's what you're going to want to do when you're welding. Just make them very small, itty bitty loops. And this is what the welding should look like with your mask on. And when you're welding, if you do ever get to feeling sick or nasty, drink a glass of milk. I'm not sure why, but it always helps. That's what I've been told, especially if you've ever accidentally welded galvanized. Make sure you drink a glass of milk, and I guess the zinc poisoning won't affect you or something. I'm not sure, but that's what I've been told. And this here is just regular welding, and like I said, make those itty bitty loops. And don't go too fast. You don't want, a massive amount of wire build up. You want the weld to protrude about 1/16 of an inch off the material that you're welding. So this is what the weld looks like. And once you've done that, get your hammer and get the slag off. It's always good to knock off the slag and wire brush it. Never smile while you're chipping slag if it gets stuck in your teeth. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.